We at Pinky Patrol had a whole bunch of hospital blankets donated to us. So I'm going to show you some of them. And I know they're all bound up now because we're going to tie-dye them. So a local hospital gave these ladies a whole bunch of blankets, which was great. But the only bad thing is some of them are stained. And even though we're giving these to people living on the streets, I'm not giving stained blankets or torn ones or ugly ones. So I thought, well, they're in really good shape and they're soft. They're lightweight. So I got them all ready. We're going to tie-dye them today. Hello, birds. So that's one way to handle when you get a donation, you don't know what to do with it, make it better. So here we go. I got all the bottles ready. Bought the kit at Michael's because they had some 30% off sale. And we're going to just go ahead and do these. So I got all my bottles, take my caps off. This is why they said put gloves on first. Hold on, I get gloves on. Oh, sorry. Now I'm going to have blue. Now I have my gloves. Okay, all the caps are off. So I'm going to start with one at a time. I'm going to do this one and kind of move around the table. So hopefully you can see some of it, but it's going to be fun. Once again, I'm going to shake it just to make sure. And then we have these sections. Really not a lot of rhyme or reason. And you can pre-wet your tie-dye if you want and put over it, but that's okay. So I asked a friend who is really great at tie-dyeing because she does this even with preschoolers. She used to. And I asked her for her great advice. And her advice was read the instructions on the package and then let it sit a really long time and then rinse it really, really, really well. And I know she was being funny, yet you got to know if you're going to do this for people, you do have to rinse it so well, because if you give them a gift of tie-dye and they get it home and they wash it with all their other stuff, they're not going to be happy if all that you gave them smears into all their other stuff in the laundry. So that's my advice, is to go ahead and rinse it really, really, really well until it comes clear. Okay, so that's one color. Let's get some other colors. Some green. I filled the bottles pretty well. You can fill them less to make it more intense, but I had a lot of stuff to do, so I didn't want to not fill them all enough. I mean, I am so random. And then I'll end up taking whatever is left on the table. I have one towel just for that. I'll make that a tie-dye towel with that. Well, you get the idea. When it's all done, and I let these things dry, I will come back later and show you, after I rinsed it all really, really clear, how they turned out. So hopefully this turned out well and that you enjoyed getting another idea of what you can do for people when you have limited funds. Wait for sales, wait for coupons, buy these kits. The Amazon one is not a better price. It has one less bottle, so all your savings is lost because you're not really saving because it's one less bottle. So just something to know. Always, compare apples to apples, truly.